Yo, this is Hazmat Heathens motorcycle family. We out here in sunny Arizona chatting with Staxx.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today I got Hazmat.
I think it's a joke. Like, I think that they should not have any rights to anything. Like, the same people that want to live the life are the same people that are putting us away.
People that pull you over on Thursday are riding next to you on Saturday, right?
Diamond that they just threw on their, like, yeah, those guys. Like, Iron Order, yeah, you guys do. So at the end of the day, I don't feel that they should even have a place in the MC world or any motorcycle type thing.
Do you guys ever come across any Iron Order, or do you guys ever have any problems with any other clubs out there? You don't have to name anybody.
The motorcycle club or the LE clubs, they tend to kind of just stay at the radar. Like, they do their own bars and stuff. They don't go to freaking outlaw bars or anything like that. I ran an Iron Order a couple times and just kind of chuckled at them. Like, you guys are a joke.
Are they out in Arizona?
They're out in Arizona, but then you got what's the other St.
Blue
Michael's.
Angels. Yeah, the Blue Angels.
I never heard of them, but you got St. Michael's. They're a cop club, and then what's that other one? I played clown music on freaking my TikTok because I was just laughing. Boys into the West. It's like you couldn't even make this up, and we're just there was a chosen one in there with me, and we're just clowning on this dude.
And they try to make their cuts they try to emulate 1% clubs. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, again, this ain't their field. They should step the fuck out of it. I just don't agree with that. If you want to try to live the life, then try to put me in jail the next day. It's just fuck them.
Yeah, it's wild.
Anytime I see a cop when I'm riding, they get the bird. Like, I don't care. I'm just living my life to the fullest, and whatever happens, happens.
I hear you. How far have you ridden, like, during runs, and have you guys gone far?
Wyoming, Colorado, California, like, pretty much, like, Wyoming is kind of like a 22-hour run. Yeah.
That's a long ride.
I haven't made that run yet, but I made the others. So we ride a lot in Arizona because it's good weather. We do, like, a lot of open houses at our clubhouse and stuff.
You have any situations that happen that you can walk me through?
No, actually, no. Like, I've never had to deal with any bad juju.
No, not bad. It doesn't have to be bad. It could be a funny story or something. It could be anything.
We get a lot of, and so freaking one of them was getting off fentanyl in a porta potty, and I tipped that shit over on his door so they couldn't get
Wait. What? Yeah, and the beginning was all glitched out. What happened?
So there was this two dudes and a chick in a porta potty that was outside, and they were getting fentanyl, and you can smell this stuff all over the place. So it's just nasty. So I just thought it'd be funny just to go over there and throw the porta potty like on its door so they couldn't get out, and just put them there. Like, well, do drugs.
That's funny. They come out all blue.
I don't even know what they were doing, but they came out and they're like, "What the?" And I was like, "Oh well, get the fuck out of the neighborhood." Like, take that somewhere else. Especially when there's kids across the street. They don't need to be seeing that.
People that are doing that type of shit, man, have you seen anybody that ever tried to join the club? Maybe they were on drugs and you guys are like, nah, you ain't cut out for this. They send them down the road.
No, like everybody has their habits, but when they become a habit of getting in the way of things, that's when we kind of take notice.
Yeah.
You're a grown ass man. I can't tell you what you can and can't do, but when you're with your brothers, keep it under control type deal. We don't allow any like needles or anything like that. We don't do any of that at all. That's one of our mottos. So
I think a lot of clubs are like that.
yeah, no drugs. No drugs at all.
So when you guys are out riding in a pack, what's that like?
Freedom. Like I don't really think about anything. Like it's just eyes forward and looking in my mirrors to make sure everything in the back is good. Stuff like that. It's hard to explain because I don't really think of anything when we're in a pack. Like I just think that we're getting to our destination and that's it. Like
Do
there's
you
very
guys
little
like
thought.
block off traffic and do all that?
If it's heavy, some occasion yes, but most of the time a lot of these Arizona roads are wide open, so we don't really have to do that too often.
Yeah.
So
Have you guys had any situations while you're in the pack? Like any accidents happen or
yeah, like one that happened, but I just don't want to talk about it right now because it's still fresh and
yeah.
respected. So other than that's about it. Like we're pretty on the safe side. We make sure that everybody's bike is up to par, and if we have bike checks and stuff like that, and make sure if anything is wrong, it gets fixed before we all. Because at the end of the day, we ride side by side, so everything has to be 100%.
Yeah, and you guys will always ride together, so you're kind of used to the people that you're around riding with, right?
Yeah, for the most part. Like when the prospects come in, those are they're not new riders, but they're new to us, so we got to get a feel how they ride and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we'll go around town, just blast through the city and stuff like that.
Did you guys ever have people that were like doing too much on their bikes and you guys are like, calm it down?
Mother thumper. that dude, man, he's like Sonic the Hedgehog, man. Like he's just not a care in the world. Just we had to tell him a few times, like, hey, calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
So,
I've heard a couple stories about Thumper.
man, I love that dude. Like, don't get me and him together when we're drinking. Dumb happens every single time.
You got any stories from the bars that you could walk me through?
Well, we were at the buffet one night, and one guy was a bouncer or something, and he just kept with Travis, just kept Coyote, man. And we said, hey, dude, if you want to go outside, we can handle it. But the dude just kept ignoring it and just kept poking it, and poking it all night. And freaking, and the guy said something, I think, to the N word or something like that. And as he walked past him and go to the bathroom, and then that's all she wrote after that. Like, I'm like, oh, go make sure nothing stupid happens. He comes out of the bathroom, like, I'm like,
Gotta go.
so yeah,
Saddle up, boys.
that's a good one. But yeah, thump stripping on a freaking. You can't bring that dude around anywhere, like, cause he'll do anything. Like, yeah, if you do an interview with him, ask him to see his tattoo.
Yo,
That
you
was
guys
going.
would be a good reality show.
All right.
No,
Yeah,
for
it's just,
real. It
and
would
we just
be a
have a lot.
great.
Yeah, we're just, we're an MF or a motorcycle family, and we hold true to it. Like we do everything together. Like I said before, blood's thicker than water. I choose water. Those are my
Yeah, what
brothers.
does it mean to be a heathen to you?
I wanted something that I can put my time into. Like I'm reckless at times. How do I explain it?
Something that can check you, kind of, when you need to be checked?
Yeah, I just I just do whatever the fuck I want. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm at a bar, it doesn't matter if I'm going down the street. I'm a heathen. Like, and I'm gonna hold true to it. And freaking, and I don't care who's in my way. So it's like, and that's what it is to me. But I also want to do something. And this was asked to me. It's like, if you become a heathen, what could you do? I was like, I want to make this bigger than better. So when I'm gone, the next generation that comes in has a good platform to stand on. And that's what I'm doing still to this day. I haven't, like I said, once you're you prospect, you're always a prospect, even if you're a member. I'm still working. I go above and beyond to make sure that the next set of people that come in have a good standard to go by.
Yeah, it seems like a really good group of guys.
It's not that like what the club does for me, it's what I can do for the club. And I have a lot to offer, and I've given almost 3 years of nonstop building, stare after stare after stare after stare.
Yeah, like you put in your time and it gives you something back, right?
Yeah, like for instance, we didn't have a clubhouse, a year ago, and he was like, "Hey, we want a clubhouse, so this is our clubhouse behind me." We worked hard to get it, and we're just making strides every freaking day. So, and
You guys didn't have a clubhouse? Why not?
just it was always talked about, and it just never got pushed through. Like, it's just like we would talk about it. This is even before me, and it just kind of go on the back burner. And then one day I was like, you know what, we got to do something. We got to get a clubhouse. And I had a plan. Me and Coyote had a plan. We looked at this place, and it wasn't much, but it's a hell of a lot. Now we got TVs, got everything. So in a single year, we made it into something that we can come here at any time and just lounge back and do whatever. You can live in this mother.
You gotta have the prospects stand guard, man. Right?
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, we got our prospects doing stuff like, we treat them with 100% respect and stuff like that. There's things they got to do, and we hold them to it and stuff. But our motto is, we'll never make you do something that we wouldn't do. But that something could be something that someone else could do that would something I wouldn't do. So,
I mean, I've spoken to a lot of different club members, and some people in different clubs, they dot each other's eye and fighting, and like, I want to let someone punch me and me not do nothing about it,
yeah, and that's the thing. Like, our thing is the biggest thing. We have a hang around come in. This is a time that we get to know him. And then if they decide to prospect, because we have a minimal time of you could be hanging around, or we could see how long, we could see fit that we might want you to hang around longer. But it's a time for us to get to know him. Then when they become a prospect, then it's a time for him to get to know us.